Good day, everyone. Today, we are going to move beyond the traditional individualistic psychology to explore the Bowen family system theory. In our field or our profession, which is the social work, we often perceive or encounter those clients who feel like their problems are entirely their fault. However, Murray Bowen argues that the individuals is often the symptom bearer for a much larger integrational emotional system. So, in this video lesson, we are going to use the case of Juliet, which is a professional who is struggling with unexplained panic attack. So, in this lesson, we will demonstrate how a client's internal distress is actually a functional reaction to the emotional unit of their family. So now, we are going to look at how the history, the anxiety, and the relationship patterns repeat themselves across generation. Let's start. So at the core of the Bowen's family system theory, sinasabi na lahat ng tao ay may dalawang opposing forces na gumagalaw within us. So first is yung togetherness or yung natural natin desire na mapabilang, ma-accept, or maging connected sa friends, sa families natin. Then yung second naman po is yung what you call that, the individuality, which is ito yung need natin na maging sarili natin, to be our own. Then, ito din yung desire natin na sundin yung gusto natin, yung katulad ng mga values na gusto nating i-instill sa sarili natin, yung mga principles and values na gusto nating i-uphold, pasok siya dito sa individuality. So, ideally speaking, dapat balance ito. So, meaning, maaaring maging close ka sa family or friends mo without losing your sense of self. So, pero in some cases naman, kapag nagkaroon ka or naka-feel ka ng chronic anxiety sa family mo, which is nagiging continuous at minsan hindi na malinaw yung tension na kumakalat sa sarili mo. So, nagiging dominant yung togetherness doon. So, dahil dito, mas nagiging reactive yung mga members at saka mas inuuna mo yung approval at harmony kaysa sa logical thinking. So, basically, sinasabi dito na yung mga madalas na desisyon mo sa buhay is nakabase siya sa takot, sa pressure instead sa clear judgment. And eventually, if yan yung nangyayari, is that mas nakaka-create ka or nakaka-create yung isang tao ng more emotional tense and mas nalalasan yung pagiging healthy within your family environment. Another key concept naman sa theory ni Bowen is that yung differentiation of self, which can be seen as a measurement of a person's emotional maturity. In layman's term, ito yung ability ng isang tao na manatili as his or herself, ganon. So parang kaya niya manatili sa sarili niya kahit andoon yung pressure from his or her family or basically sa environment niya. So a highly differentiated person is someone na kaya niyang i-separate yung thoughts niya from feelings. So kaya niya mag-isip na kahit mag-isip ng maayos at nasa huwisyo, even though na yung emotion niya nararamdaman niya is super intense to the max. So, even ganun yung situation is nananatili siyang calm, even na chaotic yung paligid na. So, on the other hand naman, kapag low yung differentiation, is nagkakaroon ng tinatawag na fusion, na kung saan ito naman yung, kumbaga parang intertwined ng emotions mo together with your family. So, na parang like, ang idea dito is parang wala ka, whenever you're with your family is wala kang emotional boundary sponge. So parang paano ba? Like parang if anxious yung parents mo is automatic na mafe-feel mo din na anxious ka. So basically parang naa-absorb mo yung anxiousness na ramdaman ng family mo. So, sa case naman ni Juliet is makikita natin yung struggles niya is largely influenced talaga ng tinatawag natin na fusion dahil wala siyang clear na yung tinawag ko kanina, yung sinabi ko kanina, yung emotional boundary. Kaya si Juliet is madali siyang naapektuhan or naapektuhan agad yung peace of mind and overall emotional being ni um, Juliet nang dahil lang sa environment and yung mga feelings ng kanyang family. Bowen also explains that a two-person's relationship becomes unstable when anxiety increases. So, to manage the tension, dapat people tend to involve a third person or an issue. So, ang process na tawag dito is triangulation. So, in layman's term is parang kapag hindi na kayang i-handle ng dalawang tao o yung stress sa relationship nila, is nagsishift sila ng focus sa iba para maibsan or mawalan yung or mabawasan yung pressure. Sa case naman ni Juliet sa family niya, makikita ito sa dynamics ng parents niya na si Martha and si Robert. So, yung marriage nila is characterize ng merong emotional distance. So instead na directly nilang ina-address yung mga unresolved issues nila is china-channel or paano ba, pina-project nila ito sa yung concern niya towards Juliet. So ang nagagawa nun is nagiging center or shared focus si Juliet. So while ito siya is nakaka-create siya ng temporary connection is between sa parents, nape-place naman lahat kay Juliet yung difficult position wherein siya yung nakaka-absorb ng emotional tension ng family. So, ang effect nito is triangularization helps para ma-stabilize yung relationship but then at the expense lang din yung emotional well-being ni Juliet. Let's focus naman sa case ni Juliet. So, on paper, she appears successful since she is a 28 years old executive with a stable career. But beneath that is meron siyang nararamdaman or nararanasan na struggles in terms of recurring panic attacks and also yung tinatawag niyang relationship burnout. So, si Juliet, kapag meron siyang romantic partner na nagiging emotionally close sa kanya, she starts to feel suffocated. So, kaya ang tendency na ginagawa niya is ini-end niya yung relationship. Kumbaga nasa ano siya, painful paradox siya na kumbaga she desires connection pero at the same time if ever na nakaka-experience na siya ng intimacy as something na threatening na for her, like nakaka-feel na siya ng sense of control, like parang natitratan yung self-control niya and yung safety niya is bumibitaw or mihiwalay siya. So, to cope with this is she decided to move far away from her parents. So, she thinks na or she believes na yung physical distance would give her independence, the independence that she want. However, as we will see, hindi lang about sa location yung struggles niya, but it is deeply rooted sa emotional system ng family niya, which is continuously naaapektuhan siya even if malayo na siya sa pamilya niya. So, to understand Juliet's panic, we need to look at the pursuer distancer dynamic ng parents niya. So, si Martha, her mother, is kinocope niya yung anxiety niya by first yung sa closeness. So, she is becoming more intrusive, emotionally intrusive, and si Juliet yung naging main na karamay niya. While si Robert naman, yung father ni Juliet, is hinahandle niya yung stress niya by yung pagde-distance niya sa sarili niya and also like parang gina-focus niya yung sarili niya sa work. So by that, mas nakaka-avoid or mas ina-avoid ni Robert yung conversation nila about sa problems nilang mag-asawa. So, dahil emotionally unavailable si Robert kay Martha is, ang ginagawa ni Martha is dinadirect niya yung emotions niya sa, isa na i-direct niya sa asawa niya is pinupunta niya kay Juliet. Kaya throughout the journey of Juliet is parang embedded sa kanya na yung closeness nila is, it means na responsibility niya yun as responsibility niya yung emotions ni mother niya, which is why sa mga adult relationship niya, yung feeling niya, yung intimacy is parang suffocating and somehow nakaka-trigger ng anxiety niya instead of mas maka-feel siya ng warmth and safety doon sa relationship na pinasok niya. So yung decision ni Juliet doon na mag-move sa other city is an example of emotional cut-off. So on the surface level, it looks strong, it looks parang powerful like that. But then, ayon naman kay but inargue ni Bowen na yung kind of cut-off na ganun is isa siyang sign na meron siyang, nakaka-feel siya ng high emotional reactivity rather than true autonomy. Kumbaga, parang kailangan mong lumayo just to feel okay, which means that the system has already parang may control pa rin siya against you. Like, gets niyo ba yung point? Like, kumbaga, sa case ni Juliet is, kahit physically malayo siya sa family niya, but still, always parang sa nag-uusap ni mother niya, and then, heavily influenced pa rin yung mood niya depending pa din sa interaction nila. So, kahit like, for example, 500 miles away siya, emotionally, nandoon pa rin siya sa kanilang kitchen table or sa bahay nila. Parang, gets niyo ba? Like, parang andun pa rin yung patterns ng reactions na nafe-feel ni Juliet. So, through emotional maturity, according kay Bowen, is hindi yung about sa distancing oneself to the system, but instead, parang, even though physically malayo ka, but then you are connected to them emotionally, is parang yun pa rin yung mostly nakaka-apekto sa'yo. So, mas nagiging intense yung emotional at saka mas naging intrusive yung thoughts mo as a person if ever ganun yung situation mo, just like Juliet. So yung tinatawag naman natin na anxiety sa perspective ni Bowen can be understood as something like parang it passes down across generations and generation. So, like parang kumbaga pwede siya matawag na family heirloom atake. So, parang ito yung parang pwede natin matawag na multi-general, what do you call this? Multi-generational transmission process. So, ibig sabihin parang ito yung patterns or patterns of behaviors na kung saan visualize natin yung isang generation as parang rooted siya, yung behaviors, rooted siya or natutunan siya from the previous one. So, sa case naman, parang sa case ni Juliet is si Martha is meron na develop na yung intrusive tendencies niya from her own mother. So, si Robert naman, in the case of Robert is yung emotional distance na nafe-feel niya sa father na. So, sa part naman ni Juliet is hindi lang ito tungkol sa personal niya na stress. So, basically parang kinikarry niya or dinadala niya yung, kumbaga parang tinatawag na emotional debt ng family history. So, over time, yung unresolved na family anxiety is na-project sa kanya. So, and by that is, ang nangyayari is, parang nagiging siya yung identified patients na kung saan parang siya yung nakakakita or siya yung parang visible sa kanya yung mga symptoms. So, when the time that Juliet begins to understand her situation in broader perspective, like yung generational context is nababawasan na yung self-blame niya, yung hiya niya, kasi mas naging clear na sa kanya na hindi siya inherently broken or sa kanyang problema, but rather that yung current point niya is where like parang nagdugtong-dugtong or nag-connect yung patterns ng family niya from kay Martha na mother side niya and kay Robert na father side niya. So as a future social worker, our primary intervention is that yung death triangulation, which means which basically helps Juliet na maka-step out siya doon sa emotional triangle between her parents. So, kumbaga parang si Martha and Robert instead na mag-serve si Juliet as the emotional bridge ng mga unresolved issues nila. What if like parang she will be guided to establish a healthy boundary nang sa ganun is ma-reduce niya yung involvement sa conflicts ng family niya. So, ang key tool dito sa process na ito is yung genogram in which merong maps ng three generations ng family relationship na kung saan it will help um, Juliet to understand, know, and to understand and know the patterns of anxiety and emotional roles na na-pass down sa kanya. Kaya ganun yung parang eksena ni Juliet. So, kumbaga parang si Juliet is na-coach siya or naturuan siya na gamitin yung I position. Kumbaga parang kailangan niya makipag-communicate in a calm and neutral way without taking sides. Para, for example, she can say na parang, I care about you both, but I cannot be involved in your conflict. So, atake siya doon. So, parang nakaka-encourage siya na ma-address yung relationship ng family niya directly instead na parang matcha-channel sa kanya yung emotions. So, siya yung magiging, parang siya yung dala ng bigat or ng burden. So, as she gradually step out in the triangle, she begins na matutunan niya yung emotional burden is nalalasan na. Which also nalalasan na din yung anxiety niya, yung mga panic attack niya. So basically, yung progress niya is nanggaling sa strengthening ng differentiation ng self niya na kumbaga naka-allow ito na maging connected siya sa family niya but then hindi siya involved sa emotional well-being ng family niya na kung saan parang hindi na ito nakaka-trigger sa kanya. That concludes my report po. Thank you everyone for listening. Bye!